Hello, welcome to the 28th episode of Shardcast. I'm your host, Frozelvania, and I'll bring to you an exhibition match today between Mythonia, or Mythic Fish Mom as he's known throughout the community, and Mantic. They're both going to be featured some artifact decks centered around some of the new cards that were just released in the previous patch here on Hex. Both will be featuring Sapphire, but Mythonia is going to put some blood in his deck, and Mantic's using Ruby instead. So this is also another important episode for Shardcast because listening to a lot of the viewers' comments, you all were hoping for a layout that would feature more of a better view of the gameplay screen. So we're going to feature that for you today. And hopefully you all will enjoy that better than the old layout. Please let me know using the comments at the bottom of this video, or shoot me a tweet and let me know what you think. I'm always looking to improve Shardcast because, again, this is not only for me, but it's also for the viewers. So, without any other delay, we are actually not going to the coin flip because we have to, when the feed picked up from Mythonia, he just missed a coin flip. I can't let you know, Mantic did win the coin flip. So we'll go out there in just a second. And we'll feature the new layout here. Here we go. So, Mythonia is going to, looks like he's going to keep this hand. Actually, Mantic's actually decide first, so hold on just a second, we'll see if he keeps. He does. He's going to keep a Sapphire Shard, a Shards of Fate, a Doppel Gadget, 2 Yurig the Roadmancers, a Malfunctioning Warbot, and a Technical Genius. So Mantic starts out with one of the new cards called a Gearsmith. Let me pull that for you, let you know what that reads there. Gearsmith's going to read, when this troop enters play, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. You may put an artifact from among them into your hand. If you do, it gets a permanent cost of -1. Then shuffle the remaining cards in your deck. So, he'll play that and then pass turn over to Mythonia. Sorry, you're getting a little bit of a... There we go. I'll make sure you guys aren't get that feed ticker at the bottom. So Mythonia will draw a card for turn, play it was a Blood Shard. He plays a Sapphire Shard and passes turn back over. Mantic will drop a Sapphire Shard in his turn, leaving 5 cards in hand, and just swing the Gearsmith. Mythonia, no blockers in play. We'll take the one and go down to 19. And on second main phase, he plays a Charge Bot. It's a 1/1 troop, which gives him an additional charge. So he's up to 3 charges now for his champion. Mythonia will draw a Charge Bot for his turn, play a Blood Shard, and drop the Technical Genius, which says you may pay 1 less to play artifacts. So that Charge Bot in hand is now a 0 cost. So he's going to play Charge Bot of his own. And he's going to use the Champion Charge Power to play a Worker Bot. Looks like they are both playing Bertram. Cragraven, which says for 3 charges you can put a Worker Bot in play. You only need 1 Sapphire Threshold to play it. Mantic drops Sapphire Shard in his turn. Drops a Turreted Wall, which only costs him 3 this time around. Because of that, actually... Oh, because if that's what he pulled from his deck with the Gearsmith, it only costs 3. This is a 0/5 defensive troop that deals 1 damage to opposing champion, each opposing champion on the start of your turn. Mythonia draws a Construction Plans for a Ingenuity Engine. Drops Shards of Fate. Oh. Looks like he's playing 3 colors now. He's also got Diamond in there. Plays a Malfunctioning Warbot for 1. Normally costs 2. And the Construction Plans for Ingenuity Engine, which usually costs 2 as well. So let me bring you what that says. Exhaust any number of dwarfs and robots you control and add a construction counter to this artifact for each troop exhausted this way. If they're 10 or more, transform it into an Ingenuity Engine, which is a 2-cost artifact where you can tap it and create, exhaust it and create a random artifact to put into play. So that also looks like a new card here for Mantic. I'm going to get that to you as soon as I can figure out what that was. That's Eldon's Distress Signal. Exhaust 3 troops you control, and this constant transforms into Eldon the Imprisoned. So that is another one of the new cards. So it's a 3-cost constant into play. So Mythonia draws a Research Librarian for turn and puts out into play. Let's see what he's going to do if he starts putting some counters on there. Malfunctioning Warbot's done 1 damage to each, so Mantic's at 19 and Mythonia's at 18. I apologize if this cast is a little choppier than normally as far as audio goes, because I am trying to get used to the new cards here. So it looks like Mantic transformed the distress signal into Eldon's the Imprisoned, which is a 2/4 troop. It can't attack or block. But at the end of your turn, if 3 or more troops you control deal damage to opposing champion, it transforms into Eldon the Liberated. While it's still imprisoned, you can pay 2 resources and target troop you control gains flight this turn, which he's going to do to make sure he can get the damage in. The wall already did 1 damage this turn, so he's probably going to give 2 of his troops flight, fly over and deal 2 more damage, which will transform him. So yep, he gives the charge bot flight. He's going to use the other 2 resources here, yep, and probably give the other bot flight. Nope, he gives, oh, the other bot's defensive, so sorry, he's going to give the Gearsmith flight. So now the charge bot and the Gearsmith will both swing, flying. With no flying troops on board, Mythonia can't block. So that'll be 2nd troop and 3rd troop deal damage this turn, because the wall started off the turn dealing 1 damage to Mythonia. Mythonia will go down to 15 health, and we'll see Eldon the Imprisoned turn into Eldon the Liberated. Actually, it'll be at the end of the turn. Mantic plays a Shard of Fate for turn and plays a Sapphire Shard. And here comes Eldon the Liberated. It's a flight troop, a 2/4 flight troop that when troop you control deals damage to opposing champion, draw a card. At the end of Mantic's turn, Mythonia is going to exhaust all 5 of his troops, putting 5 counters on the construction plans. Draws a Bottle Vitae. Or Bottle Vitae. I believe it's pronounced Vitae. And it's trying to decide if he's going to drop the Doppelgadget now or wait on it. The Exhausted Research Librarian draws a Blood Shard. Cracks the Bottle Vitae. Draws a Diamond Shard. So now, because the Elder the Liberated is on the board, when the wall does damage to Mythonia at the beginning of the turn, Mantic's going to draw an additional card. So Mythonia goes down to 14. Mantic's up to 4 cards now. So he's just going to swing with the Liberated one. Eldon the Liberated. Does 2 damage to Mythonia. Goes down to 12. Mantic will draw a card because the damage was dealt. And he's going to play Drew. For those who don't remember who Drew is, Drew's Colossal Walker, an 8/8 Crush Troop that must attack each turn if able, and it can't ready during your ready step unless you pay 8 health. So at the end of Mantic's turn, he's going to exhaust the other 4 troops, put 9 counters on the construction plans. Draws a card, it's a murder, that's going to be a huge card. Drops a Diamond Shard, so he has 3 different shard thresholds out there. Plays a Worker Bot, using his charge power. Drops the Doppelgadget. I'm interested to see I'm wondering if he plans on, well, how does Doppelgadget read again? Doppelgadget reads that you, at the start of your turn, transform this artifact into a target ship-shaped artifact you control. It gains the ability. So I'm guessing he's going to transform it into the Ingenuity plans as well, or he's going to transform it into the, construction plans, into the new Ingenuity engine. I'll say that 3 times fast. We'll see. So he passes turn. Mantic's going to swing Drew, because he has to. Murder cannot affect Drew anymore. If you remember, 2 patches ago, Murder was changed to where it cannot destroy an artifact. It has to destroy target non-artifact troop. I'm thinking he should have given... Mythonia should have murdered the... I guess it wouldn't have mattered. In response, he would activate it, so... Murder's the Liberated. Eldon the Liberated. The effect from the Liberated still goes on the stack, or on the chain. And the 8/8 Drew's Colossal Walker will get Flight, bringing Mythonia down to 3 health. So... Mythonia's down to 3, Mantic's at 18. Just to recap, Mantic's got 6 cards in hand, a Gearsmith, a Charge Bot, a Turreted Wall, a Worker Bot, and Drew's Colossal Walker exhausted on the board. Mythonia has 2 cards in hand, both of them are Yuri the Robomancer. On board he has a Technical Genius, Charge Bot, 2 Worker Bots, Malfunctioning War Bot, and a Research Librarian. At the end of Mantic's turn, Mythonia exhausts Research Librarian to change the construction plans into the Ingenuity engine. At the beginning of his turn, Mythonia is going to activate Doppelgadget and turn the Doppelgadget into Ingenuity engine, so he has 2 Ingenuity engines on the board. Which means he can just exhaust those 2 and create random artifacts upon play. The first time it's a Bottled Vitae. Second one is a Eternal Colossus. Or Eternal Guardian, I'm sorry. That's ridiculous. That couldn't have been a better activation there. So he cracks the Vitae, goes up to 3 health, draws a Sapphire Shard, plays the Charge Bot in hand, which doesn't cost him a resource. Plays a Sapphire Shard. He now can activate his ability again. Here comes another Worker Bot. Now he's going to play Yurig the Robomancer, I'd imagine. Yurig the Robomancer is a 1/2 troop for 4 that you can exhaust and create a Worker Bot, or you can transform target Worker Bot, which he has, into a War Bot. You can also exhaust and transform a War Bot into a War Hulk. So, he obviously can't exhaust when he first comes into play because he's a troop. He can't use any activated abilities due to troop trauma. But this is huge. That Eternal Guardian that he received based off of the Ingenuity engine is large. So Mantic's going to draw his card. The additional Eldon he put into play last turn turns into Eldon Imprisoned. So I was just waiting to get 3 damage through. Which he can't because of the Eternal Guardian. So out comes a War Mechanist. That's not going to do much good because, again, the Eternal Guardian's on the board and he can't do any damage to Mythonia. Well, Mantic wouldn't give for a Heat Wave right now. Out comes a Charge Bot. Malfunctioning War Bot. And his charge power's lit up, so you can, yep, and he puts out another Worker Bot. That would have done 1 damage to Mythonia, but because of the Eternal Guardian, no damage goes through. Mantic's just going to give a good game here. So, that was a quick exhibition match. He has 0 spells, he says, in the entire deck. So, there's no way he can get the Eternal Guardian off the board. Unless Mythonia is foolish enough to swing with it. So they're going to exchange a few comments back and forth here. And I believe Mantic's just going to concede. So, the Doppelgadgeted Ingenuity engine allowed him to exhaust a second Ingenuity engine to transform into Eternal Guardian. So, that could have been more of a clutch Doppelgadget. So that was just a quick exhibition match between Mantic and Mythonia. I hope you enjoyed the new layout. Again, spit me a line on Twitter or leave a comment at the bottom of the page here to let me know what you thought. I definitely like hearing back from you again. The whole reason I made the change in the first place was because of you guys' suggestions. So I appreciate your suggestions, and I hope you enjoy the change, and I always welcome suggestions. I'm trying to make this the place you go to for shoutcasting for Hex. So until next time, my name is Pennsylvania, and so long. Brace yourself.